All right, guys, ton of things happening within the Arbitrum ecosystem within the past 24 hours. Before we jump into it, as you already know, none of this is financial advice. Everything that I'm saying are my opinions and my opinions alone. Nothing to do with anything that I'm affiliated with or any company that I may work for. These are all just my opinions and my take on everything. That being said, let's jump right into it. Okay, the first thing is a Near protocol. Near protocol announced that they're integrating Arbitrum Orbit into their supported things for near data availability, unlocking new opportunities for Ethereum rollup developers. Learn why Near is a prime option for data availability, all about the Arbitrum Orbit integration here. Definitely, like as you guys already seen, if you've watched the past 3 episodes, data availability integrations with Arbitrum Orbit, the Arbitrum stack itself, they're not stopping. And I don't expect it to stop anytime soon. I think the idea, and well, I'll touch on it in more in detail in a little bit, but the idea here is that, whether you're launching your own chain, using rollup, using antitrust, using any kind of, architecture you want, that you're choosing the one that makes sense for your application. And in this case, Near integrating Arbitrum Orbit is just another example of kind of customizability you can kind of add to the stack. So definitely great to see, and obviously a ton of people obviously saw that and was very, very well received. About 1 million views, which is insane. On to the next one. We have a tweet from the Arbitrum Foundation. They say, "Thank you, Arbitrum community, for your patience and understanding during the outage on December 15th, 2023. We recognize the impact on users with disruption in processing transactions and increased gas fees. An investigation was conducted." And this is in reference to the insane amount of inscriptions and transactions that was being posted to the Arbitrum chain alongside other chains on December 15th. They kind of give a full kind of detailed, I guess you could say, post-mortem within the GitHub here alone. But yeah, for the most part, this is kind of their response to that situation. And what I'll touch on next actually kind of feeds into that and the Near stuff. So, from the ground level, the Arbitrum stack is, and I know a lot of people claim this for their own stacks, but the Arbitrum stack has to be like the most modular thing designed from the ground up. It truly is. And I kind of made a tweet the other day kind of showcasing how. So first of all, in terms of sequencer options, you have central sequencing, which is kind of how the Arbitrum 1 works. And then, of course, another option here is decentralized shared sequencing with pretty much Espresso Systems, which is kind of like a company that creates kind of something called the Espresso Sequencer, which is designed to have multiple people kind of running sequencers at once. And so you're relying kind of on a network of sequencers versus just one sequencer. So that's another option there. That's not live yet. I think that's something that's in testnet. But the point is, and I'm not going to go through this entire thing. It's probably too much. The point is that, every step of the way, whether it's a sequencer optionality, data availability optionality, gas token optionality, language, layers, safety options, MEV capture, all of that stuff is available on the Arbitrum stack. And literally there's just more and more integrations happening every day. Right? Celestia I mentioned yesterday, Near protocol was today. And the Espresso one, this was actually announced not too long. This was announced, I think, yesterday. I think I talked about this yesterday. Yeah, literally. So there's a ton of stuff happening, and just more and more kind of options and flavors of the Arbitrum stack, I think, are coming out. And so I think going into 2024, you're going to see a lot of chains that just work very, very well, and you'll probably see that a lot of them are designed with the Arbitrum stack in the back end. So definitely want to kind of point that out. Definitely great stuff. Like I said, very, very bullish, of course, on the Arbitrum technology. Next, going into some more degen stuff. So this is a crazy situation. I don't know how do I start explaining this. What I'll do is I'll read the tweet that John Patton put here, and then we'll go into detail. All right, so John says, and this is in relation to SMOL coin, the coin that everyone's kind of trading right now, the meme coin. So John says, the small coin that you received in your wallet earlier was a community meme coin that we have decided to embrace for the culture. It was a fair launch project with seemingly good intentions. The contract ownership was renounced by the owner and the liquidity locked forever, with the only supply being distributed to the smalls, swoles, and juniors. However, there are no guarantees on the smart contract safety, as it is a community-led project. We have built this unofficial website for newcomers in honor of this great moment. Also, it seems that the original developer accidentally sent small coin into the farming and racing contracts. A rescue mission is underway to salvage the small coin from these contracts to create an unexpected ecosystem fund for the overall project. We will know more soon. So all of that to say that essentially some anon launched a small, quote unquote, small coin, right? And that, like a meme coin pretty much, and airdropped it to everyone on Arbitrum who had a small brain, a swole, or a small junior, just NFTs on Arbitrum. And the Treasure team, who initially created the SMOL brand, literally decided to embrace it. Like these, and for what it's worth, like this is like an actual project, like a very, very big project that decided to say, hey, you know what? This seemingly was in good faith. The distributions seem to be relatively fair. Like if you look at, I think Arbiscan, it's actually a very, very well distributed token, and they ran with it. So I put out this tweet where I'm literally saying like you can't recreate a scenario like this. Absolutely insane. And of course, I'm giving my hats off to the Treasure DAO team, John Carell, and like everyone else over there, Sambino, for like just embracing a community created addition into the SMOL story. The Small Brain story is a long one. It was created way back in 2021. I'm not going to go into depth with it, but like those guys are really, really community from the ground up. And the fact that they kind of took this and led with it as well as they did, like just hats off to those guys. Like honestly, it's such an insane situation. Some random guy makes a token and pretty much all of a sudden it's adopted. And it's being very, very well received. Like most people are like, yo, this is insane. So, definitely a great kind of midway point. Hopefully not ending point, but hopefully it's a midway point through the meme coin season. Again, none of this is financial advice. Not saying you should buy the small coin or anything like that. But I think the signaling there from the Treasure team, just insane. So yeah, hats off to those guys again. I don't want to keep going on too long. And lastly, we'll probably end it off here. Generally speaking, Arbitrum is seeing a lot more life than in the past couple of weeks. Arbitrum DEX volume has been climbing again, nearing all-time highs. And I'm pretty sure if you go to DeFi Llama, that like TVL is literally about to break all-time highs as well. So, I think for the most part, again, not financial advice. I think we're all feeling kind of that bull season coming back into crypto. Solana, of course, has been killing it. I even have I have a very, very small like alt bag in like the Polkadot ecosystem, and that one seems to be doing very well. Things are coming back, man, for sure. And it feels like the rotation's happening right now into the ARB ecosystem with the meme coin craze and everything else going on. So again, who knows? Not financial advice, but you can definitely feel the energy on CT and everywhere else. So definitely glad I'm doing these videos now. Definitely feel free. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything you want me to cover. Generally speaking, I'm probably just going to be doing same videos like these kind of pretty regularly, just making ecosystem updates. And then of course, I cannot forget, of course, I have to shill the podcast. The latest episode is doing very, very well on crypto Twitter. If you want to take a look, you can actually see it here with G-Funk. Amazing episode we did, but also check out the other ones too. I got a good amount of episodes lined up. We got one with Jill from Espresso Systems, one from Ed Felton from Offchain Labs, Preston Van Loon and Raul Jordan as well, and of course Amit from Proof of Play. So trust me, guys, if you like your boy, if you like what I'm doing over here, take a look at the podcast. All right, that's the only thing I will show you. Don't buy anything. I just want your time. It's your precious time. That being said, all right, guys, thank you for tuning in, dropping back in again, and hopefully you have a great weekend and a great holidays, of course, too, because I probably won't make a video on Monday or Tuesday. That being said, have a good one, guys. Peace out.